thank you for checking out this double bass special. In this special I will be answering questions which people send me through another video where I ask for the questions. What's very important is that this is just an interpretation of mine. This is my view on double bass drumming, and it's not like the way or the only or the ultimate way to play double bass. Don't see this as the Bible, just don't do that. But you should check out our other videos of other guys. Like I've seen really a lot of videos about double bass from George Collier's little Derek Roddy. I've seen a lot of guys playing double bass, explaining how they play double bass. So I shall really recommend that, because it's bringing you to inspiring and trying different things, what you shouldn't do when you're only watching this video or just a few videos. The first question I got is from let's see, it's Manakalmi, and he asks, can I start with some cheap double bass machine? And the answer is, of course, yes. You can start with a cheap double bass machine, double bass pedal, but it will be quite hard to get really fast. So in the beginning it doesn't really matter if you're having a cheap pedal or either Axis longboards, Demon drives. So you will be just playing with, you will be just training your motoric part of your legs. So just play all the way or all the time like this. So that's actually what you're playing when you're beginnings, because you gotta get the right feeling in your legs, like keep it tight. You can't just buy pedals and go fast. So the price is pretty representative for the quality of pedal you use. I've myself not really tried many pedals. Actually, I started out myself with Dixon pedals. They're very cheap. I got them second hand for 100 euros on eBay-like site. So I bought them when I was playing 3 months. When I was playing drumming for 3 months. And I started playing some double bass stuff and just the regular things like what I just played, and some other patterns, simple patterns like you hear really often, like this one. So when you're playing this stuff, it's not really necessary to have pedals from over which are just expensive. Let's say that. But when you're going fast, when you're going for like the serious shit, you might consider buying some more light pedals than the Dixon specifically, but just pedals that you like and that are built well, I shall say. It was 1.5 years later. There were Iron Cobras from Tama, which are actually pretty good in my opinion, but if you're gonna buy pedals, of course you gotta try them before you buy, because it's just a matter of taste. Some like some more light pedals, some like more heavier pedals. I like light, but if you like heavy shit, then go buy it. If you want to get a step higher, because with Iron Cobras I didn't manage to get over 210 BPM, about around that, then you might consider buying a really enormous Genius pedal. These include mostly direct drive pedals. So you've got difference between chain pedals and direct drive pedals. Direct drive are like my pedals axis, because you can see here it's a direct drive. There's no way that the one component will move without the other. With chains, with a chain pedal, this part will be a chain and it can actually bend and move and lose its tension, what is, I think, the most dangerous thing in a chain pedal, and it will absolutely barricade your the ability to play fast. So after my Iron Cobras, I bought Axis pedals. That was I've been using them now for 1.5 years. I think they are pretty amazing. They're very light, but they're just doing the job so well. My max is now around 230 BPM. If I keep practicing, I will probably pump it up even more. But when you're choosing pedals, it's very important to just try them out and see what you like. If you like heavy pedals or you like light pedals. But I can surely, if you wanted to go very fast or in the near future, then buy direct drive pedals, which there are actually two of them which are very popular. That's of course which have the Axis longboards. They're actually pretty hard to find in Europe, and there's also the problem that you will need a lot of imbus keys. I don't know if imbus is the right term for in English, but I mean the 6-edge thing I got over here, which I shall show. These buddies. So you need a lot of them to actually do some maintenance for your pedals. And I've heard that if a small component, something like a spring or anything, if it breaks, then it's very hard to get another part from the factory. And another popular one in direct chain pedals is the Demon Drive from Pearl. I've actually tried them. I've been borrowing them for one show when I played in Germany, and they were pretty good. Except the settings were not really really good for me. But still, if there were the right settings, I truly believe that they are very, very good pedals to have. I think they're about the same price, the Axis and the Demon Drive. Also, you've got Trick and some other weird other small brands. But I don't know, I've never tried them, and if you got the opportunity, then surely do that. The next question, Mr. Metal Drummer 777. Are triggers absolutely necessary in metal drumming, or is there a way to play metal drums without them? Of course you can play without them, but if you play fast you won't hear a shit. I will explain. Actually, if you go around 120 BPM, I'm talking then about 16th notes. That's around this speed. It's pretty easy for a microphone that is used instead of a trigger then. It's very easy to pick that up and to get it into a space, and it will be well hearable. But I think when you're going over around 160 or 180 BPM, you won't be able to hear it anymore. It will be instead of. So that is quite a difference. It will be just a noisy, bassy buzz if it's gonna be fast. So if you want to go fast, like over 160 BPM and max about 180 BPM, use triggers. It's so much better hearable, and you also will be what is the one of the most important things. you will be able to hear yourself if you have a monitor or a headphone or anything, and you can connect it all to hear it. But if you're just playing slow stuff, I've actually seen the band Necrophobic 2 times, and they always play acoustically, and it sounds very well. Alright, the next question I got is from Vilex93. It is I would like to hear about how you got to the level where you are now. At the end of 2005, I bought my Dixon pedal, one of my first double bass pedals, and I started actually playing songs, covering songs from other bands, which I knew, and slowly got to Children of Bodom with a couple of songs, and then actually after I kept practicing with months, I could play more songs of them, faster songs, more technical songs, and actually worked out pretty well. This was all self-taught, so I didn't have any lessons in double bass drumming. I just practiced probably every day, just like half an hour or an hour, not really much actually. And with time, I just got better and better and better. Played faster, played more tight. Then summer 2007, I bought my Iron Cobras, and they were a lot lighter. Since then, I've been liking light pedals, and yeah, I kept on playing Children of Bodom songs, and also my interests were going to Enziferum, Dimmu Borgir, a lot of other bands actually. So I just kept covering songs of other bands and tried to keep up with the double bass drumming. Since I got my Iron Cobra pedals in years, I started to actually like more extreme metal, like Nile, Psychroptic, The Faceless, Benighted, lots of bands. And so I tried to drum it, and in that genre of metal, it's the double bass gets so freaking fast, over 200, over 210 at least, which was about the max I could do with the Iron Cobra pedals. So I decided to buy longboard pedals, and I got these pedals for almost 400 euros used, and they actually I tried them before, and I thought they were so fucking light, because when you were playing fast stuff, it was perfect. Really, it was just perfect. But when I got to slower stuff, it was like it resonates, because this I don't know, when you're playing about this speed, which is bouncing now, right? This. Then it feels like just hitting air. It's still like that, but I got used to it, and so actually these pedals for slow stuff, it's boring if you want to play like 140 BPM, 120, 150. Don't buy these ones unless you're going over 200 as well. But if you got a lot of fast stuff, just get some, or the Demon Drive, which will probably have about the same problem. So I tried these out, and half a year later I bought them from the same guy, and I went to play, and after 1.5 hours I got used to it, and it went so I immediately went faster than I ever went with the Iron Cobras. Alright, let's get to the fun part of this video. There was a question by All Metal is Welcome. Could you maybe show some motions for faster speeds? So I can do that, but before that I want to show you my technique. This is actually some general information. You could see the leg. You can see that just as your arm. You've got your full arm. You can do a full arm swing. But if you're going faster, you'll probably do more with your wrists. Because if you would do your whole arm, you would be very tired after some time. Alright, so of course with your arms you can also do your fingers, but apparently with your feet it will be very, very strange unless you are a monkey. So with your legs you can do your whole legs and more of your heels, which are actually your wrists. Alright, so that's number one. Number two is that is specifically my technique. I like to be very far back on the pedal. This is actually where I hit it. I don't use my toes to hit. I'm hitting right here, just all the way in the back. That's about here, above the a centimeter above the circle of saying longboards. And the reason why I like to be far back there is that I can just make a quick move to like resonate the pedal. Because if you're going here, you've got to do a really big swing, which costs me a lot of energy in my tibia muscles, and I have to really push. And since I'm lazy, I'm back here, so I can do everything, do everything with just a little move. That's number two. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play from slow to fast. So in the beginning you will see I'll be doing more with my leg. We'll just call it leg motion. And then I'm gonna continue to more the heel motion, so playing more with my heel. So I'm gonna be playing from slow to fast, so you can see my technique is gonna, when I play fast, my technique is going from leg motion more to heel motion. Still the same problem. You have to, if you're going to play with your heel, it's more difficult to get your tightness and coordination right. Because when you're playing with full arm, it's quite, it's a lot more simple to coordinate. But when you're playing with your wrists, it's way harder to coordinate that, and you really need you'll really need a lot of motoric sense in that. So that's the same story with your feet, with your heels. Um, it's gonna take a lot of time. So the next question is from Kionage. Do you have warm-ups for your feet? Actually, I do not have them. I don't have really many rudiments. If I have a gig, I can just go sit and play. But a warm-up is pretty efficient. You can do just play some. Actually, if I would do a warm-up, I just play. Another question is from Wally1234 ABC. What exercises did you use to develop speed and endurance? Well, I got actually two exercises, one for speed, one for endurance, that I use frequently, and I can surely recommend them. The one for speed is to play 8 notes and switch and alternate with 16th notes. So what you're doing is you will play some beats. You will play 18 of 8 notes, and the next couple of beats you will play 16th notes. So it goes like this. So what is very important in this exercise, of course, to stay tight. And what you're actually doing is changing leg motion with heel motion. So the first, I go leg, then my legs barely move. So that's point one. This will really help your coordination with your heel motion. And the second point is to stay as relaxed as possible in when you're doing the fast double bass, especially. If you do that, you can do everything you want with your hands, because it will be like a machine working, and it will be independent from what you're doing with your arms, so what you're hitting with your sticks. So that's point two. That's very important. For endurance, I've got another exercise that is to set a metronome and drum for 300 beats. I've got a special site for that. It's I believe it's bestmetronome.com. I will put a link in the comment box, and it is a very handy tool for me. I can set a metronome at any speed I want, and I'm drumming. I'll be drumming 300 beats. Important thing is to don't stop, because you will relax your muscles, and that's not what you want to get, because you want to keep your muscles active. It's actually what will happen if you're doing it right with heel motion. You will get pain in your tibia muscles. It will hurt. It is lactic acid, and it's pretty bad, and it can be pretty bad. But you will just have to suffer and stay playing, because actually I've read about that. When there's lactic acid in your muscles, your muscles are gonna be working more efficient. The last subject I'm gonna talk about is heel toe, because I got a question from Rick. By the way, hi Rick. You ever thought of trying out heel toe? So I actually did, and I'm not really good at it. I shall show. Because my feet seem to be kind of big, even on these longboards. So I can't really do heel toe. I can with the right, because I've got some space on the right of the pedal, but in the left one, you see, only have this limitation of space. So that's all, and I thought, well, I could at least make accents with this right foot in between just normal rhythms. So I came up with some rhythms. I'm just randomly playing, but this is actually what I mean with accents. I'm not really good at this, but if you practice that, so you can do accents with one foot, then you can actually come up with pretty original rhythms for your band or just for yourself. So this was my double bass special. I hope you enjoyed and you can make some effort out of it. If you got any questions left, then post them in the comment box and I will answer them. Keep practicing and horns up.